pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow.
Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze.
What's good with my good people out here? It is Coffee with Rios, the AM Wake Up Show, the #1 morning show in the whole wide world. Craig, let's go. What's happening, man? Little weekend break. Had our Juneteenth and had all this stuff going on. We up in here, but first, before we get started, let's give a shout out to God, a thank you to God for waking us up for another day, for another blessing, another day to be a blessing in somebody else's life, to be productive, to be positive, to be an image of God. So God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Glory to God in Jesus' name. Amen. Ghetto Cafe, what's up, man? What's happening with the Ghetto Cafe? I see y'all in here. I see y'all in here making impact already. I see everybody up in here, man. It's 6:30 in the morning. I want to give a big shout out to OKC. GFS owes me money. I see you, GFS. You owe me money. Run me my money. Let's go. Man, bags. What's happening? Before I be going crazy or whatever, I do want to say that was really, really messed. That was weak. That was some garbage. I never want to see nobody getting injured. Definitely don't want to see nobody having no injury like Rios. Coffee with Rios. Get your coffee, get your tea, get your power juice, get your smoothie, whatever it is that you're drinking, get your twist that, put it in. But that was mad more than I was sad. This young man at the pinnacle of his career tears his damn Achilles. Lagging. Uh-oh. Let me see. Let me see if I can get rid of this lag. Hold on. Lagging. Oh, shoot. What up, Bud? Did you swing? Thank you for the thank you for the subscription on Kick. I appreciate it. Am I lagging? Okay, let me see. How do I end? Let's see if it helps. See if we restart the thing, if it helps. Sizzle show light skin niggas got weak calves. Let me see. If it's lagging, let me know if it's still lagging. I'm gonna try to. I think I'm actually multi-streaming right now. That might be what the lag is. Let me see. Crystal clear? Okay, good. Let's go. Let's get it going. All right, for sure. But what is going on with everybody pulling their Achilles, man? Like, look at Jason Tatum. Did Jason Tatum pull his Achilles? Why are all these young athletes? I swear to God, I've been in sports my whole life, watched sports my whole life. And usually the major thing that was always happening was athletes tearing their ACL, messing their knee up, doing something like that. But tearing their Achilles, especially young athletes, that's where I'm tripping. Like, hey, why are so many young athletes getting injured like this? And I told my brother, I was watching the game in his house. I think it's because cats ain't working a quick twitch muscles. Cats ain't like playing multiple sports. They not playing football, basketball, and baseball, maybe doing some soccer or running track. They're too focused on one sport that they don't work out all their other muscles, or all the other ligaments don't get work. They so focused on one sport that their muscles or whatever are not adjusting. Like, how the hell? Remember the dude? Remember the linebacker from San Francisco in the Super Bowl? Remember San Francisco was in the Super Bowl. I can't think of his name right now, but he was a major part of San Francisco's defense. He was just running from the sideline, celebrating from the sideline, running onto the field, and for doing that, he tore his Achilles. The shoes? How is it the shoes? Tell me that. I need to know. I need to know, how is it the shoes? How is it the shoes on your Achilles? Greenlaw. There you go, Rob Gotti. Greenlaw. That shit pissed me off too. Because it was in the Super Bowl and he was a major part of their defense. He's a major part of their team. And you know they didn't pay him because they said that was an off-field injury. It didn't happen on the field, so he didn't get his injury paid or whatever. Scrooston, I got to look that up. How do the shoes play a big part? Sizzle show. Sizzle show. That's straight up. Get you a thick wife. Get you a thick wife. and a good balanced diet, and you'll be good. Watch your life. Stay strong. They too cool to stretch. They too cool to do plyometrics. But I be seeing them out there doing plyometrics. I be seeing them out there doing drills. Build your swing. Your shoes determine how your entire body functions. Damn. What is that? Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. GFS, I feel you. I feel you. Wear and tear. They playing basketball all year long. They playing sports all year long. But I don't feel like that's any different than what's already been going on. Like, Cat's been playing basketball all year. Cat's been doing that all year for a long time. People are pulling their Achilles left and right. Ohio Ty says, look it up. Okay. You know, Ohio Ty is one of the smartest niggas we know. One of the smartest brothers we know. So let's look it up. If Ohio Ty says it's real. Let me see. They was built for tough back in the day, for sure. While shoes don't, let me show you. Ohio, I don't know. You might have to send me something that you're getting information from, but this much money into these athletes and into these shoes, I don't know, man. I don't, like they put so much research and R&D into these shoes. Oh shoot, my bad. My bad, y'all. I was muted in this screen. Sorry. Stupid Rios. Stupid Rios. My bad. You know my old dumbass. My bad, y'all. Let me see. Stupid Rios. What up, Cash? So you guys are trying to tell me that you think it's the shoes with all the money that these companies have and research and development they put into these shoes for these $1 million athletes, damn near some of them $1 billion athletes, that you think it's the shoes? If so, some lawsuits need. But look at this. Do they be having Achilles tears in soccer? They be running all day long, switching direction, going this way, going that way.
Check the Discord's main chat link I just put in.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna go to Discord for Ohio real quick. Main chat. Oh shit. This.
Check the Discord's main chat link I just put in.
I'm on it. Damn. Okay, you might be right. You might be right. But what up, LBC Finest? What up? Every sports get them, but I don't see it happening as rampant in soccer. And it isn't. It's way more soccer played in the world than basketball. Way more soccer played in the world than basketball. There should be way more Achilles injuries in soccer. What I'm thinking it is the way of training and playing. Build your swing. Exactly. Soccer athletes take their training more seriously, in my opinion. They play a full warm-up game before the game. I'm trying to tell you, I think they're not. It might be the shoes and a combination of that. They do more leg work. Soccer does more leg work. They do more running, changing directions. Quick twitch, more quick twitch. Bip the bippers, but that's what I'm saying. These cats ain't pulling their Achilles from jumping. Maybe they working on too much jumping and not enough stop, start. From a stop position, from a dead stop position to a full sprint. Maybe they're not doing enough of that because they're always pulling their Achilles on a push off, like they're from a starting position, like they're trying to dig and get out, and that's when they popping their shit. Maybe it's because they focusing too much on up and down instead of back to forth motion. They also playing on grass versus a court. Yeah, that fuck. But football has it. Football has Achilles tears. I'm gonna say, let's look at this thing Ohio Ties just said. Let's look at this shit Ohio just said and see what they talking about.
And it's part of, frankly, alarming trend that's been going on for years. There's a reason that they call Achilles ruptures career enders. Interestingly enough, basketball accounts for 47% of all Achilles ruptures in all athletes under 60 years old. The next closest.
Look at that, y'all. Hold on.
Interestingly enough, basketball.
Let's go back a little bit. Soccer, 3%. Volleyball, 4%, because they not doing no stop running and sprinting. That's why they don't have none. Soccer is 3%, and all they do is running. Look at what you don't see in there. Guess what you don't see in this pie right here, in this graph? You don't see track. No percentage is track, and all track does is run, start and stop. I'm telling you, it's something in that quick twitch muscle, man. That quick twitch muscle, all they do is run on their tippy toes, start.
47% of all Achilles ruptures in all athletes under 60 years old. The next closest sport is tennis. That only accounts for.
That's what I'm saying, Cash.
Injuries. So it's concentrated a lot in basketball. And honestly, Achilles ruptures don't just happen out of nowhere. They are more predictable than you would think. And what you saw in this play right here with Tatum is part of a pattern that has been growing for years, both in pro sports as well as you just don't hear about it as much.
Hey, if I keep watching this, am I gonna get demonetized? I can't watch this whole video. I gotta start and stop you guys. I'm sorry. Track is a technique heavy sport. Yes. So this is what I'm saying. Cali Bag saying because they have cleats. Well, football has cleats. Track has spikes. Soccer has cleats. Basketball has regular tennis shoes. So that there is a correlation between them tennis shoes and maybe these tears. But what I'm saying is that's why you need to dual train. You need to dual train. You need to do multiple sport training to have a full foundation of an athletic build. You gotta, why does it sound like that? You gotta, you gotta incorporate every movement. You gotta incorporate all movements to get that shit going, man. For real, because if you don't get it moving like that, oh, that's why, desktop, hold on. Let's see, what's this say? Okay, monitor off. But you guys can hear me though. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna go back to this and turn monitor off real quick. Make more of a complete athlete, and maybe these damn injuries will stop if you start training more, cross training some shit, like do some cross training. Like back in the day, you used to see Jerry Rice and Herschel Walker, and them they be running hills, running in dirt and in adverse situations. Hey, Sensei, Batusai Sensei, what Sensei? That's what Herschel Walker did. Herschel Walker trained in gymnastics and football. Herschel Walker never touched a weight in his life. Hey, no. It's not the constant jumping, because guess what? Look at the graph with the volleyball players. Volleyball players are less. All volleyball players do is jump. All volleyball players do it. Oh, but they're not doing that sprinting. So it's that jumping and then going to a sprinting. We figuring it out, y'all. How did the Ghetto Cafe figure this out before the professionals figured it out? Is what I'm trying to say.
For 13% of injuries. So it's concentrated a lot in basketball. And
Kevin,
honestly,
which
Achilles
sport are you
ruptures
talking
don't
about
just
when you
happen
say
out
we
of
train
nowhere.
more technique and
They
preparation?
are more predictable than you would think. And what you saw in this play right here with Tatum is part of a pattern that has been growing for years, both in pro sports as well as you just don't hear about it as much in amateur sports like what you and me do. So in this video, I wanna break down,
Epidemiology.
number one, why Achilles ruptures happen in the
I'm gonna
first
start
place
bringing
and
that
what is
word
the
up in
mechanism.
conversations.
Number
It's the
two,
epidemiology of
why
the
is this
situation.
happening now? Why are we seeing more of these injuries? And number three, how athletes at any level and at any frequency of play can reduce their risk. Because believe it or not, as much as this happens in pro sports, like I said, it is happening to people like you and me more. Okay.
Do y'all know anybody in regular life that's pulling their Achilles? I don't. I'm trying to think if I know anybody just in regular life, like old niggas trying to get out there and run, maybe. But I did see an old cat at one of those bounce houses, like a Sky Zone. He was trying to run up that ramp, like it's like a little ramp that you run up and then you grab it and you pull yourself up. He pulled his Achilles. And he came back down the ramp and looked at the little girl. Was like, "Did you just kick me?" I think he tried to blame the little girl.
Okay, so first of all, let's see what happened to Jason Tatum. In this moment, Tatum's foot loads eccentrically.
It's the
Now,
foot load
what does
on the
eccentric load
epidemiology.
mean? It means he stretches the Achilles while trying to also, or then sequentially contract it, meaning his heel is dropping the
It's the epidemiology of sequentially the power load of the Achilles. Epidemiology, logically. You know what I mean?
stretching, and the Achilles is under this massive tension while then trying to propel forward. Think of it like a huge loaded spring, right, trying to recoil, but the spring already has a crack in it, a rubber band trying to snap back, but the rubber band already has a tear in it.
Shout out to the Ghetto Cafe, man. We in here learning some stuff, but I need him to start talking about the shoes, though. Well, I get the science of why it tears. I get the epidemiology of the propulsion of the power load of the Achilles on the ground. I get that. But epidemiologically, I need to know about the shoes.
And unfortunately for Tatum, as you can see clear as day,
Oh, here we go.
with that negative step he took, he like literally created the tiled structure in your body. It is made up of two muscles. Insane, nothing.
This is why this
So now
fool
you've got
Ohio
enough
Ties is so
knowledge
smart. He be
more
watching shit like
more
this.
game finals last year, then
we
plays in the
go.
Olympics, then goes right into preseason, then a full NBA season,
Ah.
and the playoffs. That's
Ah.
a ton of reps, especially for a
Workload.
player who prides themselves on playing on the balls of their feet. Look at Tatum's signature line of shoes, at least his first model. That first model was
Here we go.
completely designed around aggressive forefoot play with a plate in the forefoot, everything around there. And that's great, but when you're always up on the balls of your feet, then randomly have a forced dorsiflexion like when he injured himself, the appeal to toe drops. Drops over 8 millimeters don't allow the Achilles to eccentrically load as violently or as much, especially shoes with more dense foams in the heel, or Super Air Max, that kind of thing. They also push you forward, almost priming you for forward propulsion. That's why a lot of basketball shoes have those higher drops. Now, of course, there are huge benefits to lower drop shoes. That's why we see them all the time. Take footwork like Kyrie's or Kobe.
Oh, Kobe. And Kobe pulled his Achilles, tore his Achilles. Was he in the Kobe's when he did that? Damn it. It's the minutes, it's the wear and tear on the body, it's the shoes, and it's the not multi-training to me.
You want to be able to rock back and forward a little easier, be closer to the ground, more flexibility.
So you got to have a
access to more
higher
degrees of freedom.
Achilles
I talk
drop,
about this all the time.
not a
It's
low
basically
Achilles drop.
the entire ethos of the Nike Kobe line, which, yeah, I mean, you saw what happened to his Achilles too. It's not a huge coincidence. The other shoe component to look at is stiffness of the midsole. A stiffer midsole or stiffer shank.
It's the shoes. Okay, I got it. But let's talk about this real quick. We're going to switch subjects after this. Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton, man. That was horrible. Do y'all think if Tyrese would have played? I know you can't say that. We can't say who would have won, who would have not have won. But do you think they would have won if Tyrese would have played? He was killing it in the game. Tyrese Halliburton was the star of the game up until his injury. Up until his injury, he was the standout player in that game. He hit like 3 threes back to back. I think he may have had like 14 points or some shit. I don't know. I might be lying about the points, but I know he hit 3 threes. Maybe had a layup in there. He had 14 something points. Let's see how many points he had at the injury. Man, I hate that you have to do that. Damn, what would have happened? Could have been, would have been, the should have beens. Because he was fucking balling, dog. Like, he was having a cold game. Oh, he had 9 points, all on threes before the fatal injury. He had 9 points. It was just the 3 threes. Because Pascal Siakam, did y'all see the white boy? Did y'all see the white boy? Did y'all see that little white boy, the point guard? He scored like 10 points in a row. Yeah, I just thought it would have been, I thought it would have just been a better game. It would have been a better, more interesting game. Like, especially when it came down to them last 6 minutes, when they started pulling the score in, it started getting kind of high pressure. That would have been dope. It would have been a dope finals to watch. I feel like we got robbed of a bomb-ass final fourth quarter. I think we got robbed of a cold fourth quarter. I think it would have been an epic fourth quarter. SGA, J. Will, Halliburton, Pascal Siakam, the white boy, the dude. And then I want to give some shout-outs to the cat who was playing defense on SGA. Kudos to cuz. Hard task. Hard task. You got to wake up in the morning, all day long, you got to stick SGA. MVP of the season. MVP of the finals. Scoring title. That's your job? Wait, I got to stick this cat full court in the finals? Damn. Caruso got 2 chips now. Exactly, Grip Dog. That's cold. Caruso got 2 chips. Thunder up, man. And that's a young team. Is anybody talking about how they drafted, how they built a team, how they built that team? Man, somebody need to be giving them some flowers. Somebody need to be giving them some kudos. Built that team through the draft and through smart trades. Andrew Nimbrand, Nimhard, whatever, Nimhard, something. Dude, I'm impressed by all that. But okay, let's get to the Achilles. You see what happens to everybody when they tear their Achilles? Their whole life is over. Like they on the ground, rolling, crying, hitting the ground. And this is just for my guy, my favorite player ever, my favorite basketball player ever. Xander wears his jersey number. Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles, literally tried to fix it, put his hand down there and try to wiggle his Achilles around to put it back in place. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know, because I ain't got that Mamba mentality where I'm trying to fix my Achilles after I tear it. Gets up, shoots the free throws, makes both of them, and then walks off the court on his own, telling people, I'm good, man, I'm good, and limps off the court to the locker room. If that don't show you the difference between mentalities and the strength of mental fortitude, you can't tell me shit about Kobe, guys. Like, you can't tell me shit about Kobe on that basketball court. Nothing. If you want to look up toughness, and you guys want to say, oh, these players, they couldn't play back in the day. Kobe could have played anytime. Anytime, anywhere. The Rutgers and one in the 60s, 70s, 80s, anywhere. Kobe is the GOAT, my GOAT. Favorite basketball player. Do I think he was the best basketball player? Maybe not. But he was my favorite player. He embodied my favorite shit. What up, Peeper Thomas? I appreciate you, man. GFS, what's up? You owe me money, GFS. I ain't forgot. And y'all about to owe me money on this Crawford when he whoops Canelo's ass. And y'all owe me money for that. I'm saying it right now. I'm talking about it beforehand. Y'all owe me money right now before Crawford whoops Canelo's ass. But shout out to Kobe the GOAT, man. Just do a comparison of Achilles injuries and see how these grown men be acting when they tear their Achilles versus Kobe. Man, if they call me racist because I say Crawford's gonna beat Canelo's ass, that's crazy. Well, they call me racist for even dumber shit. So, but did you swing? Hold on. You don't think Canelo is gonna break a sweat against Crawford? And this is how I know some people don't really be watching boxing and don't really be paying attention to boxing. I will put money up against anybody. I will put money up against anybody. And it's on Netflix. Did you know that they doing it? It's going to be during the day. Oscar De La Hoya was going hard. Talking about like y'all some busters. Boxing is horrible. How you going to have Canelo versus Crawford during the day because UFC is going to be having a fight at nighttime. So they going to do it during the day. Whatever. And I think they're going to be at the Raider Stadium. I think they're fighting at the Raider Stadium. Let me see. I might try to sneak into that fight because I can't afford it. Yep, it's at the Allegiant Stadium. De La Hoya, the crossdresser, yep. He was talking about how he was hot that they having a fight during the day on Netflix because they running from UFC having a fight at night. Dana White is running shit right now. Dana White, UFC got shit on lock. They have so many fights. They have so many fight cards. They have so many people fighting on the cards. They running shit. Oh shit! So now we got an Achilles tear on the soccer field. Nando, we were just talking about we never see Achilles tears in soccer because they're conditioned better. But he said his brother tore it playing soccer. Canelo is going to break boots Boots? He not fight, man. But Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford, man. I got you want a unpopular opinion? I have Terrence Crawford stopping Canelo. I have Canelo getting stopped in the 10th round. UFC on every weekend. How they don't have a relationship with UFC where they're like, hey, man, we got a major fight. We only have major fights every 5-6 months. Can y'all take a night off so we can have a fight? And when Dana White is like, nah, man, I ain't got a heart for nobody. All y'all cats can chill, man. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Oh, where was I at? Money on Croft, stopping Canelo in the 10th round. The fight don't go past the 10th. What up, Georgie? I see you up in here. SA1, I see you up in here, always in here. We may disagree about things and have different points of view, but I always appreciate you being here. Chucky Bernal, you got 100 on Canelo? Rios, what's up? 100 against Chucky Bernal. 100. Y'all see it right here. This is 7/08/6/23/2025. June 23rd, 7/08. Chucky Bernal says, I got 100 on Canelo. Rio, what's up? It's Rios. Ninja. It's not Rio. It's Rios. Crawford is going to destroy Canelo. Who did Canelo fight? Who has Canelo been fighting? Canelo is old, dude. Come on, man. Both fighting stances. And what people fail to realize, I'm gonna let y'all in on something. Just because I love y'all, man. Just because I love the Ghetto Cafe, I love y'all. Just because I love you guys, I'm gonna let y'all in on something. Jay Johnson, exactly. Canelo is gonna be surprised behind the power in Crawford's gloves. Do you know that this fool is already walking around at the weight that he needs to be? Everybody was tripping about him making weight. He's walking around at that weight right now. Do we know that Crawford is an ex-wrestler? Do we know that Crawford be walking up to 315 on the deadlift just in Timberlands and just deadlifting just off the rip? Just like, he's strong. He's strong, dude. He a throwback junkyard dog type cat. Do we know Crawford survived the headshot? Do we know that? But shout out to Canelo for thinking that this was the fight. He should have fought the Mexican Monster, but he didn't want to get a young buck some love. He should have fought the Mexican Monster. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He should have fought the Mexican Monster. He ducked him though. He ducked him though. He didn't want no parts of Mr. Benavidez, the Mexican Monster. Canelo is a boss. I'll say Canelo is a boss. I would say so. Canelo is a boss. I'm not going to take anything away from him, but he did duck the Mexican Monster. He did get better after he fought Mayweather. Mayweather taught him a thing or two. Mayweather fought him a thing or two, taught him a thing or two after the fight. Canelo got better after the Mayweather fight. Started to say, fuck this old Mexican warrior shit where I don't move my head and I just come in here head first and get hit. Fuck that. Forget that. No. Boxing is a sport. It's a science. It's a defense, an offense. I like Canelo a lot better after Mayweather than I did before he fought Mayweather. Benavidez is not known out of the United States. That's okay. I'm calling him the Mexican Monster. Mike Tyson calls him Mexican Monster. I call him the Mexican Monster. You put in Mexican Monster boxer, who comes up? David Benavidez. So Canelo didn't want to fight him because he's too big, but Crawford wants to fight Canelo, and the size difference was almost the same. Who's the real G? Who's the real beast? Who's the real beast? This fight, SA1, I will agree 100%. This Bud fight is bigger than the Benavidez versus Canelo fight. But I just was like, damn, might as well, if you're going to fight, might as well fight one of the cats. You're going to lose, but you're handing the belt over to somebody that could carry this shit well. You're handing the torch off to somebody who's going to carry it well. But Benavidez is big, and he moved up in weight. So maybe it was a smart decision not to get your ass whooped by a younger cat that was bigger and to save it for this Bud fight, which is going to be, how much are they getting paid, y'all? How much are they getting paid? Because it's the Saudi dude, it's the Saudi guy doing this fight, right? And that Saudi cat be paying cats. Purse. That's what it's called, their purse. What? Canelo, yeah, he should have ducked Benavidez. Good. That was a great duck. Duck Benavidez, because this fool is reportedly guaranteed $150 million. Canelo, that is. Canelo. $150 million. What? Oh, Turkey is not joking, homie. Croft to make $50 million. The total purse for the event is $200 million. The lucrative deal is part of a larger 4-fight agreement with Saudi Arabia. The fight is scheduled for September 13th at Allegiant. What is the 4-fight deal, though? Let me see. I got to see what this is. Hold on. That is cold-blooded. The agreement, so Canelo is poised to enter one of the most lucrative periods of his boxing career. Yeah, I'm glad he ducked Benavidez because I want everybody to get paid. I tell you, I want everybody to win. Not necessarily in the ring. Everybody can't win, but I want everybody to win in life. I swear to God. That's just my heart. I'm glad he didn't fight Benavidez because this wouldn't have happened. Canelo Alvarez is poised to enter one of the most lucrative periods of his boxing career thanks to a groundbreaking 4-fight deal with Saudi Arabia's Riyadh season. The agreement, reportedly valued at $400 million, includes a highly anticipated showdown with Terrence Bud Crawford, potentially setting for the richest bout in boxing history, $200 million for that boxing match. $200 million on the table. Has sent shockwaves through the boxing community, has opted out of a proposed bout with YouTuber boxer Jake Paul, choosing instead to sign a monumental 4-fight deal. Now, Turkey is estimated to be worth $400. So, beginning with the match against IBF William Skull, followed by so he already is 2 fights into the deal. After the Bud, he's already 2 fights. Canelo. Y'all know he's a ginger, right? So he's black. We gonna start claiming him now. Canelo means cinnamon, right? It's like he's a ginger, so he's black. Canelo's actually really black, y'all. I'm not trying to piss nobody off. SA welcome was like, I'm gonna kill this fool. Canelo is a ginger, man. So you know what they say. Gingers are black, dude. Like he's cinnamon. So financially, the agreement is staggering. If each of the 4 fights extends to the full 12 rounds, which all of them will not go 12 rounds, Alvarez stands to earn approximately $100 million per fight. That breaks down to about, damn it, what am I doing wrong with my life? You know, I'm not doing nothing wrong with my life because I'm here with the Ghetto Cafe. And we talking about this ginger, cinnamon, Canelo, who's actually black because he's black now. You know they say gingers and cinnamons is black, just so y'all know. What am I doing wrong? Nothing wrong, because I'm here with the Ghetto Cafe. I'm chopping it up with y'all. Hey, what's up, MB? We claim Canelo's ours now. This is about to be the biggest black fight of all time. Two major black boxers fighting. Canelo Alvarez. The black community has taken claim of Canelo Alvarez. All right, wait. I'm not doing nothing wrong in my life because I'm here at the Ghetto Cafe, having fun, waking up every morning, chilling with y'all, man. It's always good. Man, we need another racial draft. We'll take Canelo, and y'all can have who can y'all have? Y'all can have Adrian Broner. And that'll be the worst deal of all times. So this agreement, look at this shit. Look at how this broke down. $100 million per fight for 4 fights. This breaks down to $8.33 million per round. 8 million, like how vicious do you have to be? Look how vicious our brother, our FBA, Canelo Alvarez is, man. He's the FBA, man. Canelo Alvarez is an FBA, just so y'all know. How great is it to be doing what you love, doing what you trained your whole life to do, and at the end of your career, these probably the last 4 fights that he has, to be able to average $8 million per round. $230,000 per minute. Damn near $4,000 per second this fool's about to get paid. Shout out to our brother Canelo, man. Me and Dr. Umar already brought him over, man. Dr. Umar already talked about it, man. He's an FBA. He's an original, man. Canelo's with us. We took him, man. Even though he about to lose, it's all good, brother. Hey, man, what the helly? What the Beyonce? What the helly LeBron? Whatever they be saying. 4,000 a second, man. His last 4 fights, he's making 4,000 a second. If we can't applaud that and congratulate and celebrate a young man at the pinnacle of his career, making that kind of money and making that kind of deal, man, something's wrong with you. Something is wrong with you if you can't be happy and proud for somebody that is doing that kind of shit. Imagine putting all your life into a sport, into a passion of anything, and towards the end, you start getting all that you deserve. 8 million a round, almost 8.5 million a round. That's just incredible. 8.5 million times 48 rounds. Shit, that like I'm having a little moment right now. I'm having a little moment of our black brother, Canelo Alvarez, man. You know, he's a ginger, he's black now, so. We already gave y'all Adrian Broner, we took Canelo. It's a fair deal. You know what I'm saying? Truth in those details right there, as Keem would say. Damn. See, that's where y'all be going wrong, Georgie. Canelo going to teach Crawford why Mexicans are the real boxers in the world. See, that's where y'all be going wrong. Y'all be trying to generalize. Y'all be trying to own a sport. Like, yeah, we the real boxers in the... No, y'all just some boxers in the sport. Just like black people are some boxers in the sport. Nobody own the sport. Nobody is the real this and that. But, so what did Mayweather show Canelo then, Georgie? Then tell me, what did Mayweather show Canelo? Ah, shit. You know what? Let me stop. I'm gonna get too real in here. Getting too real in the field. What did Pernell Whitaker show Cesar Chavez? Julio Cesar Chavez. They robbed him. Let's go. Hey, look at this. Let me just say this. This is just on some real shit. When you're building a boxer, Say you build a boxer. You're doing like Build-A-Bear. You're building a boxer. It's your first 10 fights. Where do you send him to get his 10 wins? Where do you send your boxer to get his first 10 wins? Mexico. Send his ass to Mexico to go fight. Oh, we need 10 wins. Go send his ass to Mexico. But yes, if you want to say that, you can say that. It's all good. That's kickboxing. If you want 10 wins, you send their ass to TJ. They be 10-0 in like two months. Oh, shit. We need to fluff your record. Send them to Mexico. Oh, man. Send him over there. Send him over there, man. But Mayweather made money outside of Canelo. You can't say that, just bring up the Canelo fight with Mayweather and his money. Mayweather has made money outside of Canelo. And that wasn't his biggest paid fight either against Canelo. George, he started in Mexico because you get easy wins over there. I know I'm just joking, but it's real. But you do go to Mexico to go fight some like old bums that's just fresh out the bar and get your record up. That's that. It ain't no race shit, no stuff like that. But you do go to Mexico to get your wins. Get your wins up. As an amateur, you go to Mexico, get like 300 wins. And they be like, this is the most decorated amateur ever. He beat like 300 Mexicans that barely even box. They just like, shit, you about to pay me some money? Yeah, I'll get in that ring. So I'm playing, but I'm serious, but I'm playing. I know, SA. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. But, okay, let's switch from boxing. The taco man like, shit, wait, how much? Yeah, for sure, I'll get in there. Go 3 rounds? Yeah, I'm good. But I am excited for this fight. I am excited for Canelo versus Croft. I got Croft dog for sure. It's going to be a great fight. It's a great lead up. I wonder who's going to be on the undercards. I hope they have strong undercards on there that will make a great card. If I can, you know, I'm actually going to try to go to this shit. I'm going to actually really try to go. I'm going to see what I can do. Hey, more power to Mayweather making his most money with McGregor. It's all good. I appreciate it. But you know what you can't say though, George? That Canelo beat Mayweather. Mayweather beat the dog shit out that nigga. He dog walked Canelo, but it was good for Canelo. It was a win-win for Canelo. Even though he got his ass whooped, he still. So, you guys want to hear my conspiracy theory? It's super conspiracy theory. Super conspiracy. You know how Saudi Arabia, they like buying up everything? Like they using their money, like they buying up everything. I think they buying up everything because of the drop in currency, the value of money is going down. So they like trying to use their money to buy as much stuff as possible. So I think, I don't know, this is really crazy. But I think there's some shit going on behind the doors with this Lakers selling in the middle of the night, overnight, for $10 billion, right? Like, okay, the top sport team, would y'all say, okay, let me know if y'all think I'm off. Would you say that the Lakers are like one of the top 5 recognized sports team in America? Like everybody knows the Lakers, like in every single sport, out of all sports. You would say the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Lakers, the Knicks, Celtics, or whoever. But I would say that Lakers are top 5 well-known sports teams in the world. Or let's say just in America. How does that sports team sell for $10 billion behind closed doors in the middle of the night. Nobody knows about it. You mean to tell me there was not a bidding war? There wasn't somebody that was like, oh shit, I want what billionaire doesn't want the Lakers? In Los Angeles. Showtime. But you can't buy oil with gold. That's the thing, Kick. You can't buy oil with gold. Who the hell buys a team? Like, just think if the Yankees sold their team in the middle of the night. Just woke up and the Yankees was sold to somebody for $10 billion. Everybody would be like, wait, what the hell is going on? How'd that happen? How the hell did the Lakers sell their team for $10 billion in the middle of the night? Something was going on. Something happened. You can't tell me that there ain't some scandalous shit behind the scenes. What up, Benji? I see you. What up, Cash? Like Cash said, G Bus lost a game with blackjack. What happened? How the hell did this happen? How did this happen? Y'all don't think that shit is like fishy? Like, wait, I smell something going on. I smell something weird happening here. You mean to tell me Magic, Johnson, Shaq, LeBron, all these billionaires, all this money that they had that they could put together, that they didn't want the Lakers? How did this do it? And then he's trying to buy the Rams and I think the Kings. He's also trying to buy the Kings. Shit just seems off to me. I'm just trying to make common sense out of it. I'm just trying to be like a basic thinker. So now he's going to have the Dodgers, the Lakers, possibly. This is trying to buy every Los Angeles team. He trying to buy the Rams. That's a monopoly, man. Come on. The Rams ain't even doing bad. He trying to buy them. Like, come on, man. In real life, monopoly game type shit. How you get the Lakers? I'm just saying, I don't know if there's anything going on behind the scenes, but that shit just seems weird to me. $10 billion, the Dodgers is worth $7.7 billion. How much you think you don't think the Lakers is worth $10 billion? You don't think there's another billionaire that have paid them more? Yeah, I do. I think they was trying to keep it in the LA thing. They know him. They rubbing elbows with him. Maybe Magic has something to do with it, but to this, like, I don't know, man. I guarantee you some shady shit is gonna come out. Wait, a company called RM. Mark Walter. I don't know nothing about having all that goddamn money anyway, so whatever. But I'm just putting it out there, y'all. Just check it out. Just look at what's going on. See what's happening with all that. When anybody's saying something interesting, what they say, man, just follow the money. Follow the money. Ghetto Cafe. Follow the money. All the answers you need, all the answers that you seek, just follow the money. They left breadcrumbs. That's how you make yourself sound important. Oh man. Man, Ohio ties. I think it's elites being elites. Magic, as rich as he is, not in that club. I'm not saying Magic by himself is in that club, but I'm saying 5 of Magic's is in that club. How come? Never mind. Let's not get into it because that's going to be a back and forth about this and that. Oh, y'all placating and whining and crying. I'm not going to get into that. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So let's get into this. Scorned squares crying like a bunch of baby back ribs. Scorned squares crying like a bunch of baby back bitchs. Yes, academics. That's the obvious one. Obvious one. Copping pleas, snitching on Whack 100, said Whack 100 did this, Whack 1. He called me, said, let's get up. I don't know why he wanted to get it up against him. And I don't even know why back on Figures. Scorn squares doing weird nerd dorkish shit. That's just what they are. Now you want to say all this and that. I don't even really have no problem. I don't do this and that. No, you went to 10, homie. You went to 10. You went to 10. Now you copping please. But I'm starting to see a pattern here, man, between all these scoring squares, man. All these scoring squares. A good example is Aiden Ross. Don't play no Kendrick Lamar music or you'll get fired. How much of a loser and heartbroken are you over another man? Jump off that man's sausage, dude. Jump off Drake's sausage. Nah, don't play. It ain't never, like, this is what squares don't understand. This is what squares don't understand. Scoring squares don't understand. As a man, you don't let it look like you bothered. You don't be bothered by a song where you have to shout out like, hey man, turn that Drake off. We ain't never dealing with none of that. We hurt. You lost. These dudes don't even know how to recover from a loss. They don't know how to recover from a loss. You still be cool. Like, all right, whatever, cuz. Like, we good. We moving on. They're being heartbroken. They heartbroken over somebody, another man losing. Heartbroken over somebody calling them out for what it is. Real shit. Real recognize real. You ain't never had no real friends. You ain't never really had no real core group of real men, real ninjas in your life if you can't recover from an argument. You know how many times best friends and brothers, me, Manny, Trey, Pun, all my brothers, everybody, how many arguments we've got into? Heated arguments. Or with somebody out here, heated argument on the basketball court or whatever, here in the gym, whatever, at the bar, and you recover from it. You recover from that shit like, all right, for sure. You don't harbor that shit and harbor bad feelings, ill will, and this and that. These cats don't know how to recover because they ain't never really had no real friends. They ain't never really had to do no real shit. Nah, turn it off or you getting fired. What? Over a beef that you ain't even a part of? Oh, but you've vowed your allegiance to Drake's sausage. Aiden Ross, academics, all them scoring squares, more than them, scoring squares have pledged allegiance to Drake's sausage. Cause they not real. Nobody act like that. If Kendrick did some whack shit, Kendrick did some whack shit. That nigga weird for that. But you recover from that shit. It's not like you judge the person forever and a day because you have a disagreement with them. These cats is weird, but they just in position. They just in position. And other scoring squares out there or other young cats is looking at that like, oh, you can be a bitch and just be acting like this. Just like I think a lot of these rappers, a lot of these slow rappers, some of these drills and some of these such and such and some of these weird behavior rappers, I think they slow also. A lot of these rappers is slow, got some mental delays. They marginal in their head. Travis Scott probably marginal because he caught it straight. He caught a bullet, but I'm just saying he probably is. You don't see his behavior, how he be walking around hitting shit, hitting DJ. Nigga, if you don't tell me that don't remind you of a marginal thought process, a delayed thought process, I'm sorry, babe. Jesus. HR. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just talking about how some of these rappers have some delays, and it's okay to have a delay, but people are following them. People are trying to be like them, and they idolizing and wanting to emulate somebody who's got a marginal thought process. Yeah, this dude, he's marginal. I'm sorry if Travis Scott not marginal or whatever, but I think a lot of these cats out there, and yes, they are on. Some of them are doing drugs, some of them are doing these things, but I have a inkling that these cats are slow. There's a delay, and they're marginal. You ain't seen Travis Scott like walking around breaking stuff and hitting stuff like a 5-year-old, like a strong ass 6-year-old. You ever seen them strong 6-year-olds that just be walking around just like, oh my God. I'm not saying I'm just talking about regular 6-year-olds, baby. I'm about to get in trouble. I'm about to get in trouble for my wife. I gotta be more sensitive. Scoring squares, marginal thought process of these rappers, mental delays. There's delays and gap. You think I'm saying the wrong thing? Or am I saying it wrong? Okay. Okay. Change the topic. Okay, I'm changing the topic. Okay, I admit when I'm off or something is wrong. I let my intrusive thoughts get the better of me. I let my intrusive thoughts get the better of me. Playboy, no, let me stop. Shout out to the marginal homies. I got marginal homies. They say everything we say is wrong or is not politically correct. Politically correct. So I use marginal and mental delays. That's not mean to say. That's not a mean thing. Like, that cat's a little marginal, huh? A little marginal. Hey, that kid's got a little delay or something, huh? Like, I saw him pause. Oh, God. What can I say? Wife on me. But I just say that. You see a little kid like doing some shit, you be like, a little delay there, huh? Like, it don't mean that they got really something wrong. It just mean they a little off. Why'd you leave the park? Well, I was a kid up there with a little delay. It was acting a little funny, so I took off. Or there's a guy with a delay. There's a marginal people in the grocery store line. Yeah, it was a little. Oh man, but I don't know how we got here is we was talking about the scoring squares, man, not really knowing how to be real men. You know what I mean? Not really knowing how to be stand up. They are who they are on camera. That's who they are. And they haven't developed those extra tools that you need to be able to stand on business. They think they be standing on business, but they really just standing on a square. A square in a square. A scoring square standing on a square. They think they standing on business, but they just standing in a scoring square. Square. They squares is scorned. They standing in a box. They box themselves in to an emotional, ignorant square. They don't know how to behave. They don't know how to be upset. They don't know how to take a loss. These cats don't know nothing. They just think you can just lash out like a little kid and just have these temper tantrums. Look, don't they remind you of children having temper tantrums? Yeah, shout out to Terrell because he killed them cats. Back on Fig killed academics. Great job. I said I don't think he should respond. Just leave that shit alone. Great job not listening to me. Because he did a masterpiece of smashing that cat. Good shit. But don't we notice that these cats is throwing temper tantrums? What grown man throws a temper tantrum? We have to start calling it out for what it is. Let's stop giving them the respect of saying, oh, they crashing out, they standing on business. No, let's not cross the lines of temper tantrums with cat crashing out. That's a temper tantrum. That's a kid. That's basically a comparison and a value of a kid jumping on the ground and hitting the ground and kicking his legs and throwing a temper tantrum crying. That's the equivalent of what these cats is doing. Calling everybody the B word, this, and that, all on camera, having a temper tantrum. Boxed in square. This seems very cubicle. Big Chief Super Nelson. It seems very cubicle. Good morning, sunshine, baby. I see you. But we have to stop like saying, oh, they stand on business. They crashing out. Like, nah, they just throwing a temper tantrum. And then don't understand why other men that are comfortable with who they are aren't throwing temper tantrums. I ain't seen you crash out on nobody or go get nobody. Oh, you ain't seen me throw a temper tantrum? That's because I ain't a fucking baby. And I'm not marginal. And I ain't got no mental delay. And I'm not a scoring square. I got to go to a fucking recital for my daughter in a little bit. What do I look like throwing a temper tantrum? I got a recital I got to go to. What do I look like? Going to my daughter recital, clapping like this, and I just threw a temper tantrum like a little kid. Come on. Come on. Get for real. They haven't had to grow up. They haven't been forced to grow up. They haven't been forced to be men in men's situations. They've created a scorn square box, a scorn square box where they get to operate and act like babies, little spoiled mama boys. They get to act like little spoiled mama boys. You could name them. Do a list of them. I don't know them. I just be seeing them randomly. But do a list of those babies, those grown men babies. Win the G. By 11-year-old controls his emotions fairly well. Why can't grown men? Anger issues is a lie. Shit gets me hot every day and I don't cry. Exactly. But that is an emotional intelligence. That's a form of emotional intelligence, EQ. Just like IQ. It's called EQ. You have to be able to understand, like, well, if I do this, what's the aftermath of me doing this? Is this worth it? Like, if you're not thinking in, like your subconscious isn't evaluating and thinking about what will happen if you act on your emotions, you behind the ball. You tripping. And that's how a lot of men end up in jail also. That's how a lot of men end up in jail also, because that's the other side of the spectrum is, oh, I'm going to crash out for real. But these cats is online trying to act like that and be tough and ain't never been tough. Trying to be tough and ain't never been tough. We have to recognize that shit. You just throwing a temper tantrum. Scoring squares, throwing temper tantrums all over the internet. And that's the cool thing, because a bunch of scoring squares is watching it like, yeah, I wish I could do that. You wish you could be a marginal, little delayed ass person. It's a lot of them. A lot of those, I'm telling you, it's a lot of those rappers. It's a lot of them out there. And more power to them for getting themselves in position to make money and do things. But tell your kids not to emulate what they doing, because they just making it where they at. You ain't seen them cats just like walking around like, oh, I've seen that before. I've seen a group of y'all before at my high school. I saw a group of y'all. Y'all used to have to eat by yourself at lunch. I remember that. Y'all just have to hold hands. Let me be quiet. I remember seeing y'all. Y'all just have to hold hands. Y'all just have to eat lunch together. That's what y'all remind me of. The niggas just and staying in the same place is like marginality. All right. I'll be tripping, man. My bad. If I'm doing too much, just let me know, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. But I feel like it's common sense. I feel like it's common sense. Just so y'all know, I am on Kick. If y'all in here and y'all could double stream, please double stream on Kick. I forgot to say that. Please be on both. I would appreciate it. It's good for me. It's good for y'all. It's good for the goose. It's good for the gander. Now, let's get off of the scoring squares, the marginal, the mentally delayed. And some has a group of all of them hanging out with each other. There'd be a scoring square, a marginal, and a mentally delayed. The Three Stooges. The Three Musketeers of the weird niggas. Watch out for them, man. They running around acting like they hate women, all kind of shit. Just watch out for them. But if y'all can, please double stream. Please double stream. I'm begging you. Let's get to this Iran, Israel. What's this? I see Cali Bags. I see you in there. Let's go. Thank you guys for hopping into the Kick chat as well. I need it. I'm not going to even lie about it. I fell off on Kick, but I'm about to be multi-streaming. Hopefully I'll get you guys over there and we could multi-stream and build that up, whatever. But let's get to this Israel-Iran stuff. Let's get to this Israel-Iran stuff and how Trump just pulled us into a war. And then hiding his act behind some piece of crap rhetoric of, let's have peace. You just dropped bombs on us. Talking about, let's get back to the table and make peace. What? So first off, let's get to this. World War II was about what? I'm going to let y'all do the answering. World War II was about what? Because we about to start connecting some dots here. I'm going to let y'all do the connecting. What triggered World War II? Trump got the world versus the Nazis and its allies. And, okay, I'm going to just wait to see if somebody just starts telling the truth real quick. So nobody want to say it? How did they get the international support for the war? Thank you, Anas 1910. I appreciate you. Thank you. It don't matter. I'm not talking about him bombing his people. We're gonna get to that. Ain't about bombing his people. You bombed their country. You bombed their land. You blew up their facilities. That's like saying, nah, he just stole my bike. He didn't hurt me though. I'm not mad. He just stole my bike. He didn't hit me. He got my bike. Kudos to him. So we're going to say failure of diplomatic efforts to contain totalitarian, I can speak. But Holocaust played a big part in getting attention and getting hearts involved, and they were treating these people wrong. They were doing this shit to the Jewish people, very wrong shit. The Holocaust killing millions of Jews, which caused the world to pay attention and recognize, and Germany was entering into other countries, overstepping their boundaries, trying to take over the world. Yes, but it was all also started with the treatment of the Jews. The Holocaust, these camps, this and that, all that stuff, right? Auschwitz, it's real. Like, let's just be real. And out of World War II, what happened? (1948), after World War II, Israel becomes a state. They have a state. Israel gets their state. So part of the war was because of that, right? And the outcome of the war was a homeland. That was World War II. World War III is now because of what? Like, it's because of what they did. Israel took it upon themselves while we're having meetings, while we're talking, while we're sitting down with each other. We're trying to have these talks. I'm a bomb you. I'm gonna take out your nuclear scientist. I'm gonna take out your general. While we at the table trying to talk about peace and this nuclear shit. All while Israel's not supposed to have a nuke either. All while they're keeping people out from doing investigations on their nuclear research. They're violating shit the whole time. We learned about the Holocaust at the end of the war. We, the people. Now, we're going to bat for the state that we established. We got your back. Now let's help you do this. I'm stupid a lot of times. I'm dumb a lot of times. But shit is not a coincidence, man. Shit is not a coincidence, man. You mean you want to be on the same team as Netanyahu? All this fucked up shit happening in the world. All this fucked up shit happening in the world. Bully ball. I don't see you bombing nobody else. I don't see you stepping up to the plate with nobody else. Oh, it's just the people without nukes. Okay, you go and bomb the people because you don't want that, right? So you doing all this shit. So you playing bully ball. Israel not supposed to have nukes. What terrorists? We doing good here in America. We doing good here in America. Look at this. Look at the comment by Win the G. Other countries be weird as fuck. Their way of thinking, how they run things, laws, etc. Motherfuckers that live in those countries hate it there. Just stop doing weird shit. Let your people live. We don't agree with a lot of governments out there. We don't agree with a lot of shit out there. But who are we to say this is the way you need to run your country? This is the way your government needs to run. This is your belief. This is how it needs to be. There's a lot of places out there like that. To be fair, Iran don't need no nukes. I agree. But I'm just saying, let's look at the steps leading up to what it is. Now, if this does happen, why are we doing good here in America? Because my whole family has water. My whole family has electricity. My whole family has medical benefits, has insurance. Everybody I know, every person that I know that I've met in life has water. Everybody I know has electricity. Like, we're doing good in here, America. If you think that America is like really the worst of the worst, you tripping. Like, we are, our foundation here in America, our base here in America, like the people who are doing like less are doing better than some people in other countries that are doing, that is considered middle. Win the G. So what do you think Trump is if dictators shouldn't exist? What do you think just happened? You don't think that's a dictator move? It's for our world protection. It's for our world protection. You really still think that? We can either bully the other countries or become the victim. USA is a great nation with sordid history. We the average citizen are stuck in quite the predicament. We the average citizen are doing very well. We get to go protest against illegal immigrants being inhumanely taken out from their family. We get to protest that kind of stuff. You get to go stop traffic, burn Waymos, get to do all kinds of shit. That's in a country that is allowing you to do that. You get to burn the country's flag. I would say America's doing a lot better than other places. Cali bags, exactly. But now, if our soldiers have to go over there and fight another fucking war for all these fucking years, and I'm not saying, I know for sure we're good here in America. Like our military, we straight. We're good. Why do we have to displace and go fight a war in another? And then you think about like Isaac and Jacob. You start thinking about shit deep on a deeper level. You start thinking about the Bible, start thinking about the Quran. You start thinking about these things and how that shit from there is playing out right now. How is this little place that y'all chose to put them there in the middle of a bunch of, now Yemen has entered the building? It's all been told. We have a bunch of stuff supporting that. But then let me just read what he said. Let me read Trump's statement. You bombed me when we were talking, we were having peace talks. We're at the table talking, but you bombed me in the middle of that. Now, before you bombed me, we were having peace talks. We were having talks of peace. Then you bombed the shit out of me and then say, hopefully we can have peace. Nigga, if we didn't have peace before you bombed me, what you think is going to happen now? Even if it does happen, like this is just real cat stuff. Like even if you do bully somebody, right? Like if you on the block, like this is just to my real cats out there. Say you on the block or on a block and you notice some cat getting out of line, right? So you go take your shit like, nah, this is my block. What you doing over here? Such and such, such and such. Now this is mine. Go on. If you don't get rid of them and you allow them to live, but you just bully them and take their stuff, like get your little weird or such and such, whatever, out of here. Do you think after that, now we're cool? Like, yeah, he gave me his shit, you know, we cool. Like I got his stuff or whatever. Do you think that now you don't have no worry about that person? You can't bully and take and then be like, oh, let's have peace now. No, give me my shit back. Unbomb me. Rewind, unbomb me, and let's get back to peace talks. Trump is crazy, man. That is, what is it? That's prototypical gaslighting at its finest. I'm trying to find this response that he had. I don't know where. Here it is. Dang, I can't. I'm trying to get it where it's a picture of it. My bad, y'all. No. We have completed a very successful attack on 3 nuclear sites in Iran. A very successful attack on 3 nuclear sites in Iran. Let's take out attack and let's take out nuclear sites and let's say we've had a successful bombing on Iran, including Fort al-Natats and Esfahan. All planes are now outside of airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There is not another military in the world that could have done this. Now is the time for peace. God, you can't tell me that's not gaslighting. And people are like, yeah, now it's time for peace. Yes, yes, yes. Makes so much sense. You bomb the fuck out of them. And then say, now it's the time for peace, you guys. Can we all just get along? Can we all just get along? No, you beating the shit out of us with billy clubs. How are we going to get along? Now is the time for peace. Like, dude, I don't know how, like, I feel some of the people in here that are saying, like, the dangers in the world and this and that and this, that. But what is but you also have to prioritize. You also have to prioritize. You go to war with your neighbor across the street and you do something to your neighbor across the street. Now you have to adjust the way your family moves. Now you can't just let your kids play here, or you just can't do this. Now you got to make sure that you're on top of everything because retaliation is going to be a part of it. Unless I just obliterate everything. But I made a move across the street against my neighbor that makes my wife and my kids unsafe. Now I need to make sure I'm home. Now I need to make sure the dogs is in the front. Now I need to make sure nobody's circling the block. Now I need to make sure when I leave, I come back 5 minutes later to make sure shit is good and then take off. There's repercussions. And I know our soldiers is vicious and they ready to go and this and that. But how many times we gonna fight another person's shit? Sierra for sure. Speedboat that TV. Ain't no peace until we get our 40 acres. I feel you. You can't say that. I just bombed your country. Now it's time for peace. I think the other day, the dude just drove his truck into a church and was shooting up a church or something. The security guards killed him. But if you don't think we're in a volatile state, if we're not in a weird place emotionally as a country, you're tripping. And also, Syndicate is dropping today. I'll probably drop the Syndicate when this is over. I'm going to do another promo on Instagram, and then I'm going to drop the Syndicate today. So whoever's in here, please watch the Syndicate. Please support. I appreciate it. Joe T, they have so much hatred for the West, particularly USA. Imagine the hellfire they will unleash on us if given the smallest opportunity. They are fueled by scorn and vengeance. It's unfair, but hey. Do you blame them? Do you blame them? For being mad, for being like that, for being upset or having a hatred for us, like motherfuckers being bombed. Just imagine if somebody bombed America, how much we would hate that place that bombed us. Just if somebody hit us how hot we would be at them. But now imagine that just happening, reoccurring. Yeah, they can't stand our guts. It's probably ain't never gonna be fixed. And guess why? Because of the shit we do. The shit we do. We can't look at them like they terrorists and not look at ourselves like we ain't. China, Russia, North Korea. Come on, man. We talk about de-escalation. Did you think that was a de-escalation act? Haven't they been talking about the population need to be decreased? We all talk about Bill Gates. We all get on Bill Gates for saying the depopulation shit, the conspiracy stuff. Haven't they been talking about there's too many people here? Wavy Carter. Ooh-wee. Just the other day, our country, our general, I believe, just called Burkina Faso the number one terrorist in the world, the biggest melting pot for terrorists in the world. So SA1. So why the hell we do what we do then? If they can't reach us, you guys don't need, because I don't understand the disadvantage of their wait, hold on. They can't reach us. You guys don't need. I don't even understand. There we go. I got a super chat. Let's go.
Salute Rios, saluting face, salute Ghetto Cafe, saluting face W, the Syndicate hot beverage.
Let's go. Syndicate dropping today. But if you can't, so I support America first for sure. But if you can't criticize and say like what we do sometimes, a lot of times is bully or is excessive or is wrong, the blind support. Did y'all not see Ted Cruz? Another super chat. Let's go.
Iran, through proxies, ISIS, have killed 1,000 of Americans around the world.
Where are they at? Where are those Americans at?
Salute Rios, saluting face, salute Ghetto Cafe, saluting W, the Syndicate hot beverage.
Let's go.
Iran, through proxies, ISIS, have killed 1,000 of Americans around the world.
Where is the two coming from? I'm getting two. Block that one off. Block. Okay.
They are hell-bent on deleting Americans.
So look at this, President Not Perfect. Okay, this is a good question. So you said that they've killed thousands of Americans across the globe. How many of them have we killed? How many of them have we killed? Let's do the ratio. So if you're justifying what we're doing to them because of the thousands of people, you said thousands of people, of Americans that they've taken care of or they've unalive, what about what we've done to them? If you could justify what we're doing to them and you can't see why they mad at us? Let's be real. Let's be honest. I love all y'all in here. I support everybody in here. And I love the conversation. I love engaging If you feel one way, I love it. If I feel one way, I love it. Like we're just having a conversation. We are hell bent on doing shit too. So can you understand why they're mad at us? If you can understand why we do what we do to them because of over 1,000 people, and can we understand that we can separate church and state here in America, but why can't people separate church and state when they think about Israel? All Jewish people don't support Netanyahu. All people of Israel don't support Netanyahu. You can't just categorize and say, oh, Jewish people this. There's a lot of Jewish people that don't support that shit. It's a lot of, and you notice when I say people of Israel, because it's not just Jewish people in Israel. The people of Israel, a lot of them don't support that fool. Don't support what they're doing. All Zionists do. Cali bags, great point. Who brought up Twin Towers? Jules NFL, to be fair, we are bombing military bunkers. When last time they did it, it was to us, it was Twin Towers, bro. I get what you're saying, but shit. Do you understand why the Twin Towers? Like what if it was them, which I'm not gonna get into that conspiracy because that shit is bonkers. But you don't think that that Twin Towers was retaliation? You think they just bombed the Twin Towers because they don't like America, just because they don't like America? If it was them, because what happened before 9/11? And then do we want to talk about how we trained them with the CIA? Do we want to talk about how let me not go there. Every terrorist fact. Our files, not for YouTube. Our files on Kick. Our files will be on Kick. Uh-oh.
I'm just giving facts. We must stand strong in front of those who want to destroy us. We have been weak for too long. Those people seem to be evil.
Why is it
Those
doing
people
twice?
seem to be evil. Emo.
A president not perfect. You have a point, but you're not seeing. You only seeing it from one side of the story. You're saying how we feel about them for doing what they do. How do you think? But what I'm saying is, how do you think they feel? DeForest James, check him out. We've had our hands and fingers in so much. We've had our fingers and hands in so much shit, and to topple governments and support this regime because we want to put our puppet in and do this and do this. Dude, if you can't look at us and be like, dude, we be doing I love America. I love America. I love being here. I love being in America. I don't want to be anywhere else. But I can also say that we be on some faulty shit. I understand no time to be understanding right now. We are American. I love our freedom. Do you love our soldiers? Do you love our people? I do. And I think we be in some shit. We got ourselves into some shit we don't need to be in. Shout out to all y'all, man. Shout out to everybody in here making comments and engaging and making an impact. I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. I really, really do. What up to Fashe? Rap World in here. Is it really we wanted to get at some nukes, or was it? So let's think about this. They started getting their shit through the Iron Dome. David such and such arrow. It's like three defense things that they use: the arrow, David something, and the Iron Dome. Started getting through. Hypersonic missiles start getting through. As soon as the hypersonic missiles start getting through and start bombing Israel, now we hit the nuke sites. I wonder if the Iron Dome would have been working and all that stuff, and no bombs would have gotten through, but they would have assaulted and put an attack on Israel. If nothing would have gotten through, would we have joined in and dropped bombs on nukes? Drop bombs on nukes facilities, supposedly. And supposedly they had already moved the shit out, but whatever. Let's not go there. LD. Y'all, what? Let's go. Like, let's talk about it. If no bombs would have hit Israel, if the Iron Dome would have worked perfectly like they've been working, nothing would have been getting through and nothing would have been on TV about Israel getting like hit with bombs, would we have even gone after the nuke sites? Would we have even sent B-1 bombers if they wasn't getting exposed? SA1. If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. You don't know that. If you blow up a nuclear site, shouldn't a nuke explode? I think it has to have the correct chemical reaction. And they're saying their uranium wasn't where it needed to be, or whatever fusion or some shit. Balenciaga. Well, I appreciate them being cool in here. I appreciate the being cool in the chat and here at the Ghetto Cafe, because I love the Ghetto Cafe. Now it's all staged. Depopulation. Let's get rid of some people. Let's cause some turmoil. Let's cause some shit going on. Just like there's no weapons of mass destruction. I love these conversations with y'all, man. I'm all about peace too, but we do have to realize that it's never going to be peace on earth. Never going to be peace on earth. We're going to see New World Order. We're going to see one world government at some point in time. We're going to see that at some point in time. I'm telling you. Read The Pale Horse. They've been talking about it. Oh, man. I got to remember this shit for our files, because read The Pale Horse. Read New World Order, Novus Florum, whatever. Read that. Read those books. GFS. GFS. Woo-wee. I mean, itching to hit motherfuckers with some bunker bombs. Right. Who said that? LD. LD dropping bombs in here like Trump. LD in here like Trump right now. LD dropping bombs, gems. He acting like Trump coming through with B-1 bombers. Boom, boom. Pay attention, y'all. Remember Saddam Hussein? Hey, man, I'm headed to the gym today, too, man. I'm going to the gym today, too. Hey, man, y'all crazy. Oh, shit. Also, don't let me forget, shout out Mark Nasty and Boppers. Shout out Mark Nasty and Boppers. Good shit, man. Good stuff. He had his birthday party, had his album. Shout out Ace Boys Worldwide. Shout out to T Rail's birthday party. Everybody did their thing, celebrations. Everybody living life, living good. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on. Assistance has crippled America, man. It has made people soft. It has made people
So
not.
if they remove all jobs and the only job is picking straw.
There we go. That's my next post on Instagram. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry about that. Sorry. Apologize. I do apologize. If you say if you say F Bacon, send the beat too. Hey, y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy, dude. I'm about to post something. I'm gonna post something on Instagram. I'm gonna do a promo post, and then I'm gonna drop Syndicate at 9. Syndicate at 9. And I'm telling y'all, we talk about everything. And there's a space at the end, like at 2 hours in for like 10 minutes where the cameras went out. But I got the audio. I just put a thumbnail with the audio, and then the cameras come back. I record again, and another like 20 minutes of us talking about stuff. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hold on, you guys. So, what do you think is the best outcome? What do you think is going to be the outcome of this? What's going to be the outcome of this? What do you think is the best case scenario for us? Like let's play it out. Let's go the long game. Play it out. Like, okay, we did this. Now, what we wish would happen is that they just put their hands up and say, "Ah, you got us. We're done." But what do you really think is about to happen? Hold on, you guys. What did Tafashe ask? Let me see. I'm with Peepin' Thomas. I'm America first, not Israel first. I'm with America first. What did Tafashe say? Hold on, I'm trying to see. Yes, we are. Thursday. This Thursday, we're doing our book club. After the morning stream, directly after the wake up show, we're gonna jump into the book club. We're gonna close out the morning stream, and we're gonna jump into the book club this Thursday. And also, heads up, because of summer school and everything that's going on with the camps, summer school, Xander going to church camp, Zay going to summer school, my schedule is changing and my availability needs to be different. And also getting it ready for the next school year. So wake up show is going to have to start at 7 o'clock because of scheduling. So I'll start at 7, then probably starting maybe mid this week, it'll start. And then the book club will be Thursday, directly after the AM wake up show. We'll go into the book club. I got my PowerPoint, my printouts, everything. So yeah, this Thursday, I'm going to say this Thursday at 9:30. Because if we start at 7, we go to 9:30, 9:30. The book club will be directly after that. So yes. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know why that song is in my head. There was a song by Crash Test Dummies called, it's called the Humming Song. There was this girl who. So at 9 a.m. today, the syndicate. Everybody who's in here, if I don't see you in the syndicate chat, if I don't see you watching the syndicate at 9 a.m., oh, it's going to be hell to pay. If this was prison, we need to support y'all. Please watch Syndicate. And this is a dope one. This is a for sure dope episode. It's only episode 4, but we're getting better. We're getting stronger. Everything is coming together, man. Hold on. If y'all not in there, it's going to be hell to pay tomorrow. Hell to pay. So I did see what's been going on. I haven't talked about anything really under the umbrella. Has anything under the umbrella been bothering y'all? Has anything made y'all happy? Cool. What has stood out to y'all? Which I think I know what y'all gonna say. What's been standing out to y'all, man? Bella, people gotta work, man. Hey, Benji. Oh, he retracted his thing. Yeah. So in the book, we're going over. Hold on. We're going over part 1, which only goes to page 55. We're going over part 1. And that is, it's short chapters. It's very short chapters. So let me tell you what chapters. Tell you what chapters right now. 1 through 15. 1 through 15, part 1, A Man's Way. We're going to do it in parts. So there's six parts, I believe. 8 parts. So we're going to go over part 1, Man's Way. The next time we're going to do part 2, Dealing with Women. So this is going to be week by week. Part 3, unless y'all think that's too little to do at one time, you want to do 2 parts at once, we'll discuss. Part 3, Working with Polarity and Energy. Part 4, What Women Really Want. Part 5, Your Dark Side. Part 6, feminine attractiveness. Part 7, body practices. Part 8, men's and women yoga. And we'll probably just stop at part 6. We'll go up to feminine attractiveness. So it's part 1 of the superior way, of the way of the superior man. Part 1. Thursday, right after the wake up show. Just so y'all know. So I got that. Okay. All right, now I'm okay. I did my Instagram post. Thank y'all. I did an Instagram post. Oh, I didn't put the. I got to edit that and put that the premiere is happening at 9 a.m. So, yo, Rios, you agree with Alex Jones on his takes or not? He be 100% correct, or am I tripping? Not everything. He don't be 100% correct on everything. It's a few people right now that are. I'm very surprised by Tucker Carlson. Very surprised by Candace Owens and how she's going at the things that she's going at. Alex Jones, for a very long time, he'd be a little too conspiracy strong. Like Alex Jones be like going off the Richter scale and like about to bust a blood vessel. He does do a lot of shit he does bring up a lot of shit that has some validity to it, but some of it should be wild. Nas versus Jim Jones, like that's not even is that a thing? I forgot all about that with the G. Hey, I forgot all about that shit. That fool did say the water is turning the frogs gay. Why is this not 9 a.m. the syndicate? You know what I mean? Like, let me go and drop that for 9 a.m. Hold on, I gotta edit something. Yeah, that's not even a real question. Nas versus Jim Jones. Like, I know for sure that's a troll. Like anybody that's even questioning that, I gotta like, cuz marginal. Anybody questioning Nas versus Jim Jones, I gotta look in like, is there a delay there? It's cuz marginal? I don't know. Okay, let me. June 23rd. That's not even a question. I wouldn't even. Bella talking about she gonna be, it'll be don't go off on her. I'm going off on you, Bella, if you're not in the syndicate chat. If you're not in the syndicate watching, I'm going off. Ghetto Cafe, be in the syndicate supporting, man. Come on, y'all. Set as premiere. 23:25, 9 a.m. Y'all right here with me while I'm setting up the whole thing. I'm a one-man production band, like setting up the clips, the premieres, the videos. It's all me, man. I'm trying to do all this shit, man. And do a show with y'all and be engaging and paying attention. It ain't the easiest, you know what I mean? Okay, my reel's been shared. Now I got to edit my reel because I did it. I messed up something. Let me see. I got to put. Okay, tune in today at 9 a.m. for the premiere Syndicate episode 4. Tune in today at 9 a.m. for the premiere. Tune in today on YouTube. Tune in today on YouTube. Hold on. Okay, that's gonna have to do. Let's go. Okay. Now I'm back. Jim Cole, but he's nowhere near. Yeah, like that. Jim is. I don't even know if Jim is cold, really. To Fashe, does Alex still be called in? Where's my phone? Dang it. I don't even know where my damn phone is. Oh, here it is. Does Alex still be calling in? I don't think so. Alex is upset with me. He thinks I'm racist. So I think he stopped calling in. He makes comments. I think he be hitting me in my DMs. I don't even open this shit. I don't got time for like no emotionally unstable conversations. No, I think Alex still be in the comment section. He still be making comments and stuff, but I don't think he's here. He's, you know what I mean? Like, to each his own. To each his own, man. Jim is really gifted at picking beats. You gotta put, or else as a, you gotta put, or else as the title. Yeah, I don't. Name 5 Jim Jones. I hate when people say that. No, don't do that. I hate when people do that. Name 5 of this person. I can't do that shit. I be tripping, struggling with that shit too. So, no, I'm not gonna say that. Only the real can survive, man. Alex was great entertainment, very impactful, very opinionated. It was very good. I think Alex should have started his own page, his own channel. I think he would do very well. But he would probably have to take little mental breaks because he'd be too invested in like the shit. He'd be too invested in what he's talking about to let other people get their points across. You know what I mean? Like he just got to work on a few things, but I think he'll do really, really good. Alex would do really, really good. You know who another person I think would do really good? GFS. GFS would do really good with his own channel, with his own page. They both very knowledgeable on the things that they are interested in. What happened to Alex? Alex was mad that I said protests to me are not productive because of what happens at the protests. Like you got your dummies that join in and do stupid shit. And he got really mad about that. He said, what you're doing, Rios, is hurting the cause. It's hurting more than it's helping. Okay. Sierra, these are on stream too. Sierra, these are all y'all. You just get on stream. I've been said everybody should have a channel. I've been said that. Everybody should have a channel. I don't care if 1 or 2 people are listening. Y'all should get on and do your thing. But I didn't block Alex though. I haven't blocked him. I haven't blocked him at all. He still got action doing whatever he's doing. Mm-mm. Okay, so we good. Yeah. Let's go. So, I'm going to say it again. Syndicate at 9 a.m. Then we have 9 a.m. today. We Syndicate 9 a.m. today in 18 minutes. We will go from the AM Wake Up Show to the Syndicate. You can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about in the chat. Don't go too Anything else, you just jump right to the syndicate. You hear me? You heard me? Jim Jones. SA1, send you the setup list. I could do the setup list right now. Logitech camera, a computer, a monitor, or a laptop, an Elgato light, an Elgato mic, and that's literally all you need. You really could do it with your phone. That's all you need. You could really do it less than $1,000. If you already got a computer, you don't need shit but a camera, a light, and a microphone. Hey, Nando, I can be marginal at times for sure. There's definitely delays over here. There's definitely delays over here. I'm not even going to be the one to be like, yeah, man, ain't nothing wrong with me. No. First of all, I have serious anger issues that I've dealt with. Them shits jump up sometimes, but for the most part, I've gotten that taken care of. Interfacer controller. Like if you want one of those, if you want a Procast, what's this called? A Rodecaster. I have a Rodecaster right here too. This thing right here, it's a Rodecaster that you could do stuff like that. Control your mic, control like volume, what you're going through. You could do that, but you don't need it. Like I just gave you the bare minimums of what you need. You need a camera, a microphone, and a light. And two of those things come in a phone. You could do it with a phone. You could literally do it with a phone if you want to, and then build up from that. There's always a way to talk to the people. Always a way to get to the people. You might have one person, you might have 10 people, 15, it don't matter. But it gives you the opportunity to talk. It's almost like therapy. That's why I say everybody, and somebody, I don't know who it was like, I'm too awkward. Ayaga the gym was like, I'm too awkward or whatever. It's okay. This shit helps with social skills. Being on here and talking and doing things and engaging, it helps with your social skills. It helps sharpen certain things. Iron sharpen irons. And you also get to talk about the shit that's important to you. The shit that's on the inside. We have a lot of shit that we be thinking about, a lot of shit that we be holding in. And this gives you the opportunity to talk about it and then have some people engaging and saying, oh, well, this is how I feel about that also. You might want to do this. I'm telling you, it's therapeutic also. Win the G. I wasn't heated when that dude did the baby girl thing. I didn't do no physical nothing to him. And you didn't see that either. That wasn't on camera. You didn't see that. That's not heated. That was just like you about to walk into some shit you don't know what you're walking into. I wasn't heated. I wasn't mad. If I was heated, some shit would happen. No. That wasn't the last time. The last time was some other shit. But it helps y'all. This literally helps you deal with maybe like trolls, people that be like saying some off shit, but it helps you control your emotions. Like, I'm not mad about that. Like, how can I talk to that? How can I do better at controlling my anger, my emotions, and trying to look at the lighter side of things and see the good in every situation? Don't focus on the bad. I'm telling you, this is good for everybody. It's just, SA1 said, it's just hard at the beginning when you had to talk to yourself with one person or nobody there. I built up a little good following on TikTok. Yeah, it is. Look at me. Remember when I was in the front yard doing coffee with Rios? I wasn't even talking to nobody. That was all pre-recorded. I was just talking to a camera for 10 minutes with nobody and then posting it on Instagram. Like, you really talking at that time, you really talking to yourself. You talking to a goddamn machine. But if you can do that, you can do this. If you can talk to a camera, you can do this. Y'all all can do this shit. I'm telling you, even if you want to do it once a week, Once a week on this day, I get on my chat and I go live and I talk to 2 people. So what? At least it's a 2 people conversation. I feel a certain way about the war or whatever. Somebody else may feel a totally different way about the war. We all have access to a platform where we could get our thoughts, our opinions off without being too, like, you can't be too, have too many curse words and be too disrespectful on YouTube. But Kick and Twitch, you could go a little bit further. I would say everybody in here. Bella, you better be in Syndicate. I ain't playing with you. Sierra Rios, respectfully, just because some folks have a voice, it does not need to be broadcasted. That's what this is for. It's for us to not agree with some shit, to agree with some shit. But maybe it's good for them. I'd much rather people get their shit out off their chest than walking around holding that shit in. We got a lot of delays, man. A lot of marginals. Kevin, that's dope. Once you get your own crib. But just so you know, you don't need your own crib. You could go to a coffee shop. You could go to any area. You could go in your car. You can start in your car, just talking in your car or whatever. You can have private areas. You don't need your own crib to start your lives. Like, start building up your crew. You just building up your crew. You're building up your people that are paying attention. And you're getting stronger, getting better at certain things. You can literally do it with your phone. Oh, you know what? I used to do lives before I started going live from home all the time. I used to do lives on the way to work and sitting in the parking lot at work doing like an hour live just on my phone, mounted on a, whatever that shit is in the car, the phone mount in the car. Like that. It don't have the best audio. It don't have the best camera or whatever because you're using a front camera, but you can do it. You can do this shit just in your car. I did an IRL at Knott's Berry Farm. You could do a live just where, and at Knott's Berry Farm, we got roller coasters. You got people walking by being loud. You can literally do it anywhere. Don't make it be, well, I'm gonna wait till I get this or I'm gonna wait till I get that. If you want to do it, do that shit right now. Do that shit right now because you can. Right. GFS in the truck edition. Cali Bags, W Knott's Berry Farm, Vlog, W Prayer. And I'm about to get a S25. I keep saying I don't know which carrier to use. I got to figure out what carrier. Go to Verizon. I'm going to use the S25 because they say it's got a good camera. So if you want to do it on the phone, do it on the S25. Sizzle show. My wife was like, you're going to have to stop doing that live while you drive it. So then I started going to work and park and doing it. I would advise, look, I'm not giving anybody advice to go live while they driving. That's not what I'm saying. Don't. I want y'all to be safe. You can go somewhere and park in a cool spot and go live. Don't do it while you're driving. I did it while I was driving. I just said that to say you could do it anywhere. Cash, see, he's got an S25 Ultra. That's how he does his videos. I'm going to get an S25. Sierra, I just saying the truth that folks be afraid to say because they trying to protect feelings and shit. Kevin, I can't wait for you to do some shit like that. We got a super chat. I don't know if it's going to read it. So let me read the super chats. M. Wayne. I don't know why the super chats ain't being read. It's TTS. I don't know. M. Wayne, for super chat. Why is Adam 16 saying Ace Boys Worldwide broke up? Oh, here we go.
Why is Adam 16 saying ACEBOYZWWW broke up? Love from ATX.
Why is it double chatting? I don't get that.
Been here since your first Proud of your growth, young man. Saluting face, hot beverage, hot beverage.
Shout out Kevin Philly. Shout out to the super chats, man. Y'all make me feel special, man. Shout out Kevin for being here from the jump. That's my guy. A day one ghetto cafe. All love to y'all, man. I appreciate you for being here. Why is Adam 16 saying Ace Boys Worldwide broke up? Are you talking about from a long time ago when he said that? I think I responded to that shit a while ago.
Fishing, football, and family podcast coming soon.
Yes. Book club. A lot of shit coming soon, actually. A lot of stuff coming soon. Where is that? Bass Money Kurt, fishing, football, and family podcast coming soon. For sure. I can't wait for you to do that shit. Like, I can't wait to be able to go to y'all channels and watch y'all live and be able to be in y'all chats and troll y'all a little bit too. You know what I mean? But that shit, like, you don't even know how happy that would make me to see y'all having y'all shit and for me to be able to be in y'all chat listening to y'all. Me being working out or me doing something and I get to hear y'all talking y'all shit. That's dope. Yeah, I don't think he said that. Like, he said he was talking to Wack a while ago. I think it was like 3 weeks ago when he said the Ace Boys such and such. We need to get the Ace Boys on here. But they was just trolling. They wasn't serious. Kevin Rodriguez, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Not gonna lie, even though it's through stream, it's refreshing knowing genuine folks like yourself are spreading real love. I've been stuck in the pits of snakes, and it's real damn tiring for real, right? But you make it out of that pit. Which you will. Maybe you already have. But the first step to winning is recognizing that you in the pit with snakes. It's people that's in the pit with snakes that don't even realize it. They getting all kind of horrible shit happen to them. They don't even realize it's because they in the pit with snakes. The first step is recognizing you in the pit. Second step is realizing that you're surrounded by snakes. That's 2 steps on the way to success. Realizing that shit. Like, oh shit, these people are hurting me. They're not helping me. I need to get out this pit. Boom. Now we up from here. Being able to recognize that. You know what I mean? Adam shouted me out. I doubt it. Adam shouted you out, Rios. When he was like, Ace Boy Rios, bring Ace Boy Rios on here. He wasn't for real. He just playing. But all in all, whatever, good looking out. But Ace Boys, we ain't broke up. Ace Boys ain't discussing no shit like that. The stuff that we discuss in real life, it's not for camera. And if we did break up, nigga, which we can't break up family. Like, nigga, we family for sure. Like, if there was some, even if it was, I swear he did, bro, yesterday, bro. I believe that shit when I see it. Oh, man. I forgot what I was saying. Y'all remind me what I was saying before that. There's certain things, even if we did, our disagreements, which we do have disagreements, the Ace Boys, we have disagreements. We're brothers. Of course, there's going to be shit that I do or shit that Trey do that we may not agree with or whatever. But guess what? It ain't going to be coming here like, let's look at what this nigga Trey did. It's Trey, I'm so mad, blase, this and that. No, it ain't going to be like that. It wouldn't be that. It would be, nigga, I'm about to come over. I'm about to be over there. All right, come over. I need to talk to you. We got to talk about this. It's brother shit. It ain't no, like, let's go to this and do this. Like, no, we could talk. We talk every single day. We talk about, and look, you guys have to wait for the gap, like in the syndicate. In the syndicate, there's a space of 10 minutes where the cameras stopped recording because the memory was full on the memory card. And so it only recorded the audio, but I have the thumbnail up. Like it's maybe like an hour and something in, an hour and 40 minutes in, where we're discussing like the WAC 100, the academics beef and all that stuff, and what we think about it and what we would like to come from that. You know what I mean? So it's a deep dive conversation about all this shit, but it's from a grown man perspective. On the syndicate, Trey, me, Manny, we're all speaking about it. And we start speaking about it, but then the cameras go out, but the audio is there. And it's a thumbnail for like 10 minutes, but then I readjust it and put the another memory card in, and it picks up the video again. So don't think that it's just the thumbnail forever. But when that thumbnail comes up, don't turn it off when that thumbnail comes on. Some of the realest shit is said that y'all have seen or heard from us or under the umbrella. Just pay attention. I'm just telling y'all. Hey, that's a good one. Snakes hell. Some people take on attributes of things that they are in their habitat, right? Trying to divide and conquer. You can't divide us. Called me his boy like we homies. Y'all, GFS, you can't never see that because I can't never see that. Can't see me on his platform because I can't see me on his platform. We not tripping. Sierra Facts. He just wants attention. That whole platform loves drama and narratives. Pun might run that Josh phase. I just listen anyway. I can't stare at 3 buff for 2 hours. You mean 2? Hey, I'm about to get back in the gym. I'll get back on my shit for real. Let me see. That's a good one, Kev. Hey, Bella, you already know. If it ain't no technical difficulties, this dude that's wearing all these hats, audio engineer, cameraman, editor, I'm wearing all those hats and I'm messing up in every department. So just so y'all know. But okay, we out of here. Ghetto Cafe. I'm about to get out of here because Syndicate is about to start. Jump over to Syndicate. The premiere is about to start right now. Love to the Ghetto Cafe. Love y'all all the time. Go out there, be a blessing for somebody else. Y'all are amazing. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 7 o'clock. The schedule is changing due to summer school and church camp for Xander's. Summer school for Xander, church camp for Xander. Love y'all. Go out there, be great. I'm going to meet y'all in the chat at the Syndicate, man.